Hello, this is my first video of 2025 and I figured why not post a get ready with me but also answer some questions. I posted questions on all my social medias and just asked people to ask me some questions I can answer while I get ready. I apologize about the quality. I was not able to film on my camera. I'm having to use my phone, so I apologize if the quality's a little bit off. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing I do is I moisturize, and I use Glow Recipe, one of my absolutely favorite brands of all time. I have a lot of their stuff, but I usually just moisturize with them. And then when I start doing my makeup, I really apologize if I start looking off to the side here, because that is where I have my mirror. I have a little awkward setup as of right now, so totally forgot to clip my hair back. I usually either use my R.E.M Beauty clips or I have a headband, but yeah, got to get my hair out of my face there. My skin is breaking out, so that's lovely. We love that. Next, I go in with R.E.M Beauty's Under Eye Balm. They have a brightening one, and I also have the other one, which is like for cooling your eyes and all that. But I'm gonna use this one under my eye and up above here. Okay, so next I'm going in with R.E.M Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. It's always hit or miss. Either I'll use their illuminating primer or their pore diffusing, but obviously my skin is mad at me and breaking out, so I'm definitely going to be using the pore diffusing primer today. Put about that much. Okay, and then my first question that was asked is, what is my favorite food? My favorite food would have to be either tacos, like carne asada tacos or el pastor tacos, or a torta, because I absolutely love tortas. I could slam a torta with extra jalapenos any day. Next, I'm going in with the R.E.M Beauty foundation. This is in shade 180W. Clearly a huge Selena Gomez fan. I even got a tattoo for it. So since I'm talking about that, I'll go ahead and answer a question down the list why I admire Selena Gomez so much. Well, I didn't want to get emotional in this, so I'll try not to. But a couple years ago, I was going through a really bad depression. I did not want to be here anymore. I'll just put it that way. And I've always admired Selena Gomez. I've always been like a fan of hers. I've always looked up to her. And I found My Mind in Me, a documentary she came out with. I saw that she had come out with one a couple years ago when I was going through this. And she opened up about mental health, and she went through and talked about everything she went through and how she overcame it, and it pretty much saved my life. Alongside God, I think Selena Gomez also played a really big part in, I look crazy right now, I'm so sorry, but played a really big part in saving my life, and I just admire her for being open about mental health and just being kind always and loving, and I love what she stands for. I think about 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with BPD, which is bipolar disorder, and that really took a hit on me and my mental health. And well, that is another thing that Selena Gomez has been open about, because she came out and talked about how she has BPD and things that she did to overcome it, and I just really look up to her in those kind of ways. She's like an angel on earth to be open, because it's hard to talk about it, and if you can't tell, I'm obviously struggling to get it out and use my words to talk about it. I admire her, and I always have, even as a little girl. She was my favorite, and I absolutely loved Wizards of Waverly Place. I remember seeing her in Spy Kids. Like, I've just always loved Selena Gomez. Next, I go in, you guessed it, R.E.M Beauty Concealer. This is in shade 140C. And my next question was, what is your favorite Christian artist? My favorite Christian artist has to be Lecrae. I have seen him so many times in concert, and I think he just does an amazing job at talking about like, talking about Christianity and his love for Jesus, and he just expresses it so well in his music, and I absolutely love it. Got my Rare Beauty concealer brush. I think that when a lot of people think of Christian music, they think it has to be like this slow, churchy music, but it doesn't have to be that way. Like, of course, and I don't want to say that's bad music, because I love listening to slow Christian music sometimes, like Hillsong. I have a couple of their songs on my playlist, and it's beautiful, and I feel like there's a time. But I personally love upbeat music, just like you know, they said, or in the Bible, David danced before the Lord with all his might. Yeah, that's me. I also really personally enjoy KB. If you haven't heard him, he's another Christian rap artist. No Chains is one of my favorite songs. If you have not heard that song, go look it up. I promise you'll be dancing. It's a really fun song. Next, I'm going in with Rare Beauty's Shape and Fill Duo, and I'm using this dark brown color here. If you have this and you didn't know, so this part actually pops out and it has a little spoolie on it. I think that's really neat. So I kind of just brush my brows up. I have really hairy eyebrows that obviously I need to go through and shave again. So I was asked what my favorite Bible verse was. My favorite Bible verse has to be Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That verse has stuck with me through thick and thin. So much so that I used to write that on my math tests before I would take them. And you call me crazy, but it helped me get through it, because every time I can just, you know, look up there on my paper taking my test and see that. And specifically math test, because I am not good at math. Yeah. I had to go and get help from my, specifically geometry teacher, before and after school, because I was struggling. However, we got through it, you know. We did it. We ended up passing. Can't remember what I passed with, but we passed, and that's what matters. But yeah, Philippians 4:13 is just a verse that is stuck with me through my whole life. And it really is true. You know, nothing is impossible with God, and I absolutely love that I was able to get through and overcome things that I have in the past with it. I can never seem to get my eyebrows even, but they're sisters, not twins. Moving on. Next, I'm going in with the eye primer, which this I just put a little bit on my eyelid, like so, and then then I actually just dab it in with my finger. Not really know how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Next, I'm going in with Rare Beauty's brand new liquid contour. This is my very first time trying it. Usually I just go in with their bronzing stick here, but I'm gonna try the liquid contour today with you guys. Next question is, what's your favorite Tim Burton movie? I love this question. Corpse Bride is probably one of my favorites. I just feel like it's so iconic, and I just love it so much. So definitely Corpse Bride. I love that one. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Okay, this is real time, first time trying this stuff, so bear with me here. Then I'm going in with this Rare Beauty brush. Okay, I did put too much up here, so I had to go in with my beauty blender. However, I think that looks pretty decent. Now for the underneath contouring, I think I'm just going to take the top of this and dip my brush into it just a little bit, and then go in that way, because I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so 10 out of 10 product. Wow, love that. And then usually for eyeshadow, I usually don't do eyeshadow. To be 100% completely honest with you guys, I'm not good at eyeshadow. So usually I just take and put take and put the bronzer or bronzer or contour that I'm using and put that on my eyelids. However, since I'm filming a YouTube video, why don't I just do a little bit of eyeshadow that I do know how to use? Can't promise you it'll look good, but we're gonna try it, okay? Next question is, what is my favorite musical? My favorite musical, which if you know me, you already know, it is Wicked. I love it. I love it on Broadway. I love the new movie. Wicked everything, the lore, love it. Wicked is my all-time favorite. Going in with Rare Beauty blush. I just said I was gonna do my eyeshadow. We're gonna do the blush first, and then I'll do my eyeshadow. Again, I don't have a step. I kind of just throw stuff on my face and hope for the best. But yeah, Rare Beauty blush. My favorite shade is Bliss. I have a lot of different shades, but I keep going back to this one. So these are super pigmented. You really only need one dot, but I'm just gonna, well, this one's a little bit lighter, so I think I can do an extra dot there. One is for contour, one is for blush. Okay. Now, I've seen people use like beauty blenders and stuff, but I just feel like the beauty blender always soaks the product up, and I just think it looks so much better to use the brush. So that is why I choose to do it. But really, you know, I love how everybody has their own style and way of doing their makeup, and I personally love watching it. And I kind of just take it upward. I don't know why I learned it from someone somewhere, but I feel like it looks better. And a little on the nose. Next, my favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is reading. I always have my nose in a book. I love books. And I love escaping from reality and jumping in my little fake book with my fake friends and fake boyfriends. I've always enjoyed reading, and that's just something I've never grown out of. Actually, for my birthday in April, I'm going to my first ever Barnes & Noble. We don't have one in where I live. Close to where I live, we don't have one, so I'm having to travel, but I don't care because I'm going to my first Barnes & Noble, and I'm going to just go crazy on books, all the books I want. But yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. Next, I'm going in with these Rare Beauty eyeshadows. These are, what are they exactly called? So all of the above weightless eyeshadow sticks. I have two different colors here. When I do eyeshadow, these are usually easy for me because you draw it on. You literally just draw it on. It's so simple. But I do the brown all over my lid, and I take the shiny part and I do it in the corners. So I like to say my everyday makeup routine. However, I really do be switching it up. Sometimes I'll use the same products. A lot of the times I'll use different products. I'm blinding myself. It really just depends. I use a lot of Rare Beauty. There's so many different products. I mix and match. Okay, so after that, I am going to take just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to just kind of spread it out, if that makes sense. I don't know the terminology. Like I said, I'm not a makeup pro. Okay, my next question is favorite Selena Gomez album and why? Okay, this one's hard because I love all of her everything, but I can't answer that. I have to answer my favorite album and why. I'm gonna say Rare. I know it's her newest album, but I think she's grown so much. And I love the older albums like Stars Dance and her albums that she had, Selena Gomez and The Scene. I think those are such fun albums with fun music. However, Rare is important to me because I connect with it the most, and also just watching Selena grow over the years. We kind of just grew up with her, and I loved seeing how the person that she became and how she rose above all of this. I can say the same thing with her album Revival and how, you know, it's a new version of herself, but I think that she really found her worth. And I just think I love all the songs on Rare. I love all her songs, but especially Rare. And then I think her message is what I have a tattoo here. and I got the same one as she has, Rare, because, you know, she taught me that it's okay to be myself, to feel comfortable in my own skin, and I think that's why I love R.E.M Beauty so much, because she taught me that I'm beautiful and I'm unique and I'm rare. There's only one me. So I just feel like that's why I would choose Rare. I do the inner corners like this, and then I kind of just pat it down. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun. So that's what I do. Yep. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. The next question that I got was, how do I not get discouraged or offended when dealing with hateful comments? On YouTube, I haven't really had a bunch of hateful comments other than on my shorts. I actually had to turn off the commenting. I don't want to say that I don't get discouraged or offended, because I do let comments get to me. I'm just being 100% completely honest. They do get to me sometimes, and it sucks. And people are rude, and yeah. But overall, I have to remind myself, you know, that I am enough, that God loves me for who I am, and I'm doing it to myself. If I'm choosing to post myself on the internet and post my life on there, I have to get ready for the comments, because I feel like that's anything, you know. Everybody has something to say, whether it be nice or not. Everybody has something to say, and I just feel like that kind of helps me. Like, I'm choosing to do this. I'm choosing to post my life on the internet. Not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. I have about 3,000 followers on TikTok, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes I do get hateful comments, but I usually just choose to ignore them. And for my headspace, I don't look at comments all the time because of it. But, you know, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Usually I would have already done this by now, but I got caught up in talking. However, I should really do it like right after I get my concealer on, because you want to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. I'm getting ready to lay around my house. Like, I'm not getting ready for anything in particular. So anyways, I'm going in with R.E.M Beauty's pressed powder. This is in shade Ivory, and it comes with a little cute little puff here, and I kind of just put it under the eye here. I like that the blush is glowy, so I try not to go over this way. That way the blush can stay on and shine like it's supposed to. I do on my chin, and then I do my forehead. It's mainly, I have combination skin. Like, it's really dry, but it's also like really oily in the T-zone. I'm going in with some gel eyeliner. This is Wet n Wild. It's called Breakup Proof. I usually use R.E.M Beauty, but mine broke, and I haven't ordered a new one. So next question is, do I deal with freeloaders? I haven't yet. I don't think I will, not soon anyways. The friends and family that I do have right now have been super supportive about my crazy dream to become a YouTuber and creator. So I haven't really felt like anybody's trying to like jump on that or anything. My friend Cole, who I film with, she's doing her own YouTube, and we kind of had the crazy idea to do it together. So I obviously boost her with my channel and what I have, but she also boosts me with her channel and what she has. My next question is my favorite Star Wars movie. My favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. No ifs, ands, or buts, Revenge of the Sith. And I also am in love with Hayden Christensen. Next, I'm going in with my eyelash curler. I've heard you're not supposed to use these. I've heard it's fine to use these. I don't know. I use it. Sometimes I go in with my R.E.M Beauty mascara. However, today I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Telescopic mascara because this stuff is unreal. My eyelashes pop, and I will show you the difference. These questions make me feel like a complete nerd. Harry Potter, books or movies? Books are always better. I will always stand by that books are better than the movies. Just so much more detail. I'm always in awe of this mascara. Oh my god, some on my eyelid. Oh well. The next question that I got asked is kind of 3 questions in one. So my favorite part of Twilight. Everything. Everything. I am the biggest Twihard, and I love everything about Twilight. One of the best books and movie franchises out there. Period, period, period. For my bottom eyelashes, I use Covergirl's Clump Cluster. This one is like, it's curved and it's easier for me to get my bottom lashes, but also not like a lot, because I kind of just like a nice little, I don't know what you would call it. My favorite part of Wicked. I want to say my favorite part of Wicked, I don't know, I love all of it too. Okay, how about in the first act, part 1, towards the end, when Defying Gravity happens and Glinda and Elphaba are parting ways, and you know, it gets to the second part of the song where Glinda chooses not to go with Elfie. Makes me cry every time. Such a strong scene, such beautiful strong characters, such a beautiful story that makes me cry every time when they part ways. And yeah, that might be one of my favorite parts. So next, just because I use the liquid of everything, then I go in and do a powder of it. I learned this from a girl on TikTok. So I'm going in with R.E.M Beauty's Out of Office. It's a satin matte bronzer. This bronzer is beautiful, might I add. Absolutely gorgeous. A little goes a long way. I'm going in with the R.E.M Beauty blush. So I usually choose to go for this one more. It's Rose on Mars is the shade. What do I see myself in? And I'm guessing that's what do I see myself in those 2 movies. Neither. As much as I love those movies, I love them because they're fictional. I could not see myself in Twilight because as much as I love that aesthetic, vampires, it's kind of scary if you think about it. And then witches and talking animals and all that in Wicked, no, I couldn't do it. I lose my mind. So I don't really see myself in any of those movies. Now acting, maybe Twilight. On an acting version, like if I got to choose to act in one of them, it'd probably be Twilight because I love singing and I think I'm okay at it. But Wicked singing, I don't have the vocals for that. So I think I would be better off in Twilight. My next step is a R.E.M Beauty highlighter. This is in shade Mesmerize. This highlighter is beautiful. However, I accidentally broke mine. R.I.P. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. See? And then I go in with the R.E.M Beauty brush. Favorite male and female hero and villain. My favorite male hero is Superman. I'm in love with Superman. I have seen, which that's another one of my questions, so I'll answer that real quick, is my favorite Superman actor, past, present, future. From Superman playing as a teenager and his struggles up to what he is now, Tom Welling did it the best. And I will, Smallville holds a special place in my heart, and I will always love Tom Welling for that. Okay, highlighter I put up here under my eyebrow. as you saw, my cheeks, my nose, and then a little above my lip. So back to the question. I answered a question with a question, sorry. So favorite male hero is Superman. Favorite villain, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say the Joker. He's crazy, and I like it. Favorite female hero is Wonder Woman. Period, period, period. Wonder Woman. I love those movies. She's such a baddie. She is such a baddie for real. Wonder Woman, 100%. I literally have her skin on Fortnite. I bought it with real money. Usually I wait until I have like V-Bucks saved up because I don't want to spend real money, but it was Wonder Woman. I had to. She's a baddie. It's Wonder Woman. It depends on what lip product I use. Sometimes I want a gloss, sometimes I want a matte. 9 out of 10 times I go for the matte. Let me grab it real quick. I grabbed the wrong one, the wrong shade. My favorite Rare Beauty product ever in the world is the matte lip souffles, and I have over half of them. I almost have every single one, and I'm determined to get every single one because this is the best Rare Beauty product and I stand by it. So creamy, so good, my favorite. Anyways, this is shade Confident. I wear shade Confident a lot. It's just kind of like a pinky neutral, so that's what I'm gonna be wearing today. And finishing the question, favorite female villain. I love my heart. I used to be obsessed with Harley Quinn, but Poison Ivy is super duper cool. And then there's Catwoman. I don't know. I don't want to say that I have a favorite. The last step in my makeup routine is setting spray. Now, I don't know which one I want to use. I have the Always 4-in-1 Optimist Mist by R.E.M Beauty, and I also have R.E.M Beauty's like matte hydrating spray, and I love both of them. It's called Mist Thang. You know what? I'm gonna use both because I can. I feel like this one's really hydrating, and then I love the smell of it, and then this one's very, I like the way it actually sets on my face. Oh, it's so refreshing. Do I have any desire to move from Missouri? And where? Do I have any desire to move from Missouri, and where? Oh, okay. No. I like where I'm at with my family and friends, and I also like, I'm comfortable in the little spot that I'm at. I don't have any desire to move at the moment, but I don't want to say that that's not something I would do in the future. I have talked about getting out before, and the question was, if so, where? I have thought about moving a state over just to get away and start over, but if I really had to choose, I don't know where I would go. I think that one day I might dream of moving out of Missouri, but as of right now, no. Okay, and that is it. That is my very basic makeup routine. I don't do anything fancy. I'm not the best at makeup. This is kind of just like everyday things that I do. But yeah, I apologize I haven't posted in a while. I said that last video. It gets hard sometimes, you know, with life and all. But first video of 2025, and I'm excited to keep posting more. And seriously, thank you to everyone who is supporting me on this crazy journey, and for all the love and support that you've shown me. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I love you. Mwah.